have had to forgive myself. I have genuinely had to forgive myself for doing that to myself because I made things so much harder for me.
Drop a hot 16, ain't shit sweet. Real bad bitch, they ain't fucking with me. It's a real nigga speaking, stand to your feet.
Hey honey, it's your girl Asia J and welcome back to Brown Honey TV. If it's your first time here, make sure you give your girl a little subscribe below. And if it's not your first time here, welcome back home, honey. As you can see, your girl is getting bare face, so you know what we're about to get into. We about to beat this face and get into a little girl chat. One thing about weight loss surgery that nobody told me. Y'all didn't tell me this. Y'all was gonna take my good skin. Listen, I never really have no ass growing up, okay? I wasn't shapely. But the face, and I mean, don't get me wrong, my face is still cute. Still cute as a button, cutie patootie. But my skin used to be crystal clear. What is this? What is this? But honestly speaking, it's actually gotten way better than it was before because it was bad. I felt like a Star Crunch cake, but now I am back. I'm a cute little Debbie again. It's officially been 15 months since your girl had weight loss surgery. I had to do a switch just in case you didn't know. My heaviest weight was 538. My surgery weight was 452, and my current weight, bitch, brace yourself. My current weight is 246. Yes, I've lost a total of 293 pounds. But honestly, honey, I never thought I would be here. I never thought that I would finally lose this weight. I never thought that I was gonna see the other side, the other side, the other side, the other side, the other side of this shit. I never really thought I would. You know, I made this video before. How do I really feel about being plus size? I don't remember what my weight was then, but I do know I had just kind of came off the table. So it was probably within a month or maybe less than 2 months since I had surgery. And woo, honey, you do not know until you know, okay? But before I get y'all into my know, let me put some eyebrows on or I'm gonna be here all night and I gotta get ready to hit the streets tonight. So let me throw some brows on and I'm gonna get back with y'all. Honey, it's literally been forever since we sat and did our makeup together, so it was about dang time. But the routine hasn't changed but so much. Like, I no longer wear lashes. I'm not a lash girl. I feel like I want to wear lashes if I have on lipstick. Other than that, I just feel like my everyday makeup doesn't cause for a lash, doesn't call for a lash, so no lashes. I use the Fenty mascara and I put that on at the end. And as far as my brows, I'm still using the Precisely My Brow in shade 4.5, and it just got this little itty bitty, my hands are ashy, shame on me. It got this little all right, bitch, I know you itty bitty, but you better show up, okay? This pencil ain't cheap, but it got this little itty bitty, you know, part so to draw the man. And at this point, if you still don't like the way I do my eyebrows, go to hell. You better not say nothing. And these are a little bit thinner than what I normally do, and that's only because they done. My eyebrows are done, so I don't got that much hair. But if I got a lot of hair, because I woof my brows. Anyways, look. Let's get into the face and let's get into the tea. Fenty Skin Tint. We won't do foundation no more. Honey, it's no secret. I've already admitted it. Life after losing weight is better. It's better. I'm not going to sit here and deny it to you. I'm not going to pretend that I don't genuinely feel that way. And honestly speaking, I used to feel bad about it. I used to feel bad about feeling and acknowledging that life is better in a smaller body, because for so long, and it wasn't that I was delusional, because I've never been a delusional fat. Y'all know that. I never was a big girl that called herself thick knowing I'm a big mama, okay? But I just never knew what the life was like, so I didn't really pour too much into what this life could potentially be like. Like I said in my last video, it's something that I only romanticize. Now it's a reality, and not only am I learning myself all over again, I feel like I'm learning how to navigate in the world all over again. When I talk about how I was once 538 pounds, everyone always asks, how you get that big? How you get that big? Like, what the hell? What the hell? How did that happen? I will sum up my significant weight gain, whether it be in childhood or be within my adulthood, gaining 150 pounds in a year, to trauma. It is solely due to trauma. I don't have any health conditions that make me larger. I don't have anything that prevented me from losing weight besides my own choices. And I think that's what makes it kind of so much harder about being on this other side now, is I have had to forgive myself. I have genuinely had to forgive myself for doing that to myself, because I made things so much harder for me. I did. Like, I gotta acknowledge that. I made things so much harder for me because of my habits. I did not have to live such a hard life. And I don't know, some people are gonna be like, your life was hard? Like, what do you mean? You did this, you did that. Look, I talk about all the time, it's levels to this big shit, and I got too big. And I had always been kind of too big for the capacity of life I was in, whether it was childhood, being in middle school, you know, being overly, you know, sexualized, being considered, quote, easy because they felt like I wanted attention that bad. The whole time I grew up in nothing but love. My family weren't my bullies, so I feel like that's another reason why it took me so long to really kind of lock in, because I didn't really feel necessary to, honestly speaking. Like, it was like, what am I doing this for? I'm happy, I'm content. And it's like, now I cannot even believe I thought that way, because now it's like, I would never go back. Moment of truth. I may sit here right now and eagerly talk about how I am genuinely happier, how yes, life is better. But in the beginning, God, no, I'm kidding. In the beginning, I used to get a little mad when people told me I looked happier. It made me question my own happiness at the different sizes of my life, because what do you mean I'm happier now? How can you tell? What is it about me now that seems happier? I don't feel like I'm doing anything different, baby. When I kept dropping on that scale, and that body comp started coming in, I said, they were right, bitch. You are happier. You are happier. And I feel like saying I'm happier now doesn't completely discount the happiness that I did have at that time. But in retrospect, because hindsight is 2020, I feel like I was happy in which the capacity I could be happy. Like, I don't feel like I ever was like a miserable fat, because some of y'all are miserable. And I'm saying y'all because you might be watching this. And with love, if you feel a way about a girl, a boy, a cat, a dog being excited about how life is easier for them now because they lost weight, you have to really chin check yourself to ask yourself, why does that bother me so much? Why? It's not my fat. You get to keep your fat. I'm not telling you to chop your fat off. I'm not telling you to lay on the table. That's never been my message. I've only been sharing my experience. So if that bothers you, and I'm not degrading you in any way, you might need to hold that mirror up. Truth be told, it also feels good to take a break. Like, even though I'm not taking a break, just walk with me here. I felt like at my heaviest especially, I needed to overcompensate. Whether it was in fashion, makeup, looks. Like, I can't just step out the door. Even when I'm a bum, I gotta look like I'm worth something, or I'm gonna look sloppy. And the overcompensation gene has been deep within me, and I know my parents did this as a means to protect me, but it's something that I still struggle with to this day. I overcompensated in everything, in every aspect of my life, because the only thing they could say about me is that I'm fat. When you are a certain beauty standard, you get to get away with schmurder. You get to get away with schmurder because you're beautiful. But because society deems you as beautiful, so you can do whatever you want. I remember before I talked about, you know, pretty privilege and how I've genuinely always, of course, felt like I was a beautiful woman, but I've never, you know, got to benefit from pretty privilege, you know what I mean? And I'm not about to sit here and say like, oh, it just came out of the woodworks now, but people were trying to humble me, and the reality is, baby, there's no humbling me. I've always felt like that girl. Because why? The only thing you could say about me is that I'm fat. Like I said, it's a little bit of a trauma built up in that, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it because I could not get comfortable relying on anything but myself and my own ability to get myself where I wanted to go. There was no amount of nothing that I was going to be able to do to get me chose in a room full of people that I was never on their radar. So with that in mind, best believe every time you saw me stepping, I was doing it for me. Okay, I was doing it because that was my own personal standard, but where did that come from? Drama. Child, I know people used to really probably hate going out with me because I used to take forever to get ready. Like now, from fresh ass to walking out the door, about an hour and a half. Like if I'm not doing, you know, this talking to y'all, from fresh ass to walking out the door, about an hour and a half. About an hour and a half. And that's a little bullshit time in it. Like I'm gonna still do my outfit check video because I gotta show y'all what I'm wearing. Speaking of wearing, I do feel like my fashion has, you know, been doing some things, but sometimes I feel like it's harder for me because I'm ordering from just Fashion Nova, but I love it. I love ordering from Fashion Nova, but I just like, girl, get back in your fashion bag. Like, being significantly larger, that was one thing. I had to really work with what I had. Because it was all I was gonna get. But now it's like I can walk into a store and buy something. If push come to shove and I need to go get me a little piece, a little 1, 2, 3, I can go find something. And that feels so freaking good. I think that's like my number one in this V, like just being able to go shop at a mall and wear size 11 shoes. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy I can wear size 11 shoes because that's what all the cute shoe sizes in. Well, they're smaller than that, but they stop at 11. And anything, the 12s, the super cute shoes, they high as giraffe pussy. And real talk, don't get me wrong, going out and about, like, I will put that work in for me and shit like that. And if I'm being very real, no narc, I promise I'm not one of them psychos, but it also feels good to get my hard work acknowledged, okay? Yeah, I was doing that for me, and I was gonna be stepping like that anyways because that's how I'm gonna do. But to be acknowledged, you know what I mean? But before, I would definitely get acknowledgement, but there would be no follow through. It was more so like admiration, like, okay, I see you, big bitch, like, you stepping. And of course I was. Honey, I don't even know why I just tried to play and not tell you what the concealer was, but it's the In Real Life by Makeup Revolution. This is shade C12. I love me some Makeup Revolution, and then the contour that I'm using is actually a Makeup Revolution foundation stick in shade F18. Are you a beauty blender girl? I hate beauty blenders for everything except for like lip stuff. They're helpful for that. But I go in with my setting powder. This is Sweet Honey by One Size, and I use this like flat top brush here to press that in. Press it like you press that man. You know how you do. And even though like I'm acceptable for that now, because like I'm big but I'm not like significantly as big as I used to be, it still don't mean that everything is peachy. Okay, and I'm talking about the reality is I'm still fat. Like, I'm still fat. People still feel a way about fat. It is just more a tolerable level of fat. And you gotta remember, everybody don't know my story. Everybody doesn't know I used to be significantly bigger. So while online I get a certain level of support and I'm super thankful for that, it's still people that look at me like, your big ass about to come over here? Meanwhile, my big ass done lost a whole big ass. That's why I say all the time, you truly have to be in this weight loss shit for you, because if it's just solely for the social interactions or other people, you're gonna be disappointed, Pooks. You're gonna be so disappointed. So is losing 293 pounds enough? Shit, I don't know if it's not enough for them, but it's damn sure enough for me. I could stay right here with the exception of this loose skin. I wonder, like, once I get my wings chopped off and like everything snipped and tucked, I wonder how much weight that's gonna add up to. And I genuinely say that because I know my arms are gonna start bothering me. Like, they may not bother me today, but bitch, they gonna be bothering me soon because it's different. Like, I'm used to seeing my body in one way, and while it's like, yes, I'm super happy with the way I look now. Like, I really do feel so much joy about the body that I have now, but I ain't gonna yell to y'all and say like new insecurities ain't developing. I told y'all in the beginning of this video, bitch, I ain't never have no damn acne. Nobody told me that I was gonna lose my good skin. I would have still did it. I would have still laid on the table, but nobody told me that I was gonna lose my good skin, honey. I mean, god damn. But let me not get y'all too much, because y'all know how some of the weight loss warriors get. They be so mean and so rude. Like, I remember when I was talking about weight loss and stuff like that, people was like, well, you still gonna have to get loose skin removal. Okay, bitch, I know. And even with this skin hanging low to the floor, I'm still T. I'm still T, okay? I was T when I was significantly bigger. I'm still T. And that's why I hate the whole like switch up accusations. Like, I've been this way. I've been thought that I was hot smoking tea. I've been thought I was hot shit. The only difference is now that I'm smaller, it's not cute no more that I'm popping my shit. It's arrogant. Now I'm arrogant. But at the end of the day, honey, like, no shade. I deserve the better, bitch. I never thought I was gonna get here. So the fact that I'm really here, baby, I'm gonna pop my shit like I'm Boss Man D-Lo. Okay, let me pop my shit. Let me pop my shit. When I say this next thing, like, I don't mean this in a rude way, but I can totally understand why some people switch up once they lose weight, especially if you really did not feel like you were that girl. Not me, like, can't relate to that. But if you finally feel like you're who you may have always wanted to be, I can understand how you may switch up. I don't have no plans of switching up. I plan on always being the same girl I was. And something that I got to make sure I am conscious of is, while I hold myself accountable to stick to the new life I have now, and I'm super thankful for that, I cannot be mean to my old self. And sometimes I find myself like not saying you know, mean things about my larger body, but just genuinely having very big feelings about what I've done to myself and being upset with myself. I have to forgive myself and remember that, you know, everything a part of this was a part of my journey. It was all necessary, but I missed out on a lot. I did. I missed out on a lot, and now it's like I'm 29 and I'm about to go through a lot of firsts as a 29-year-old. I never thought I was a late bloomer because I was, you know, out in the world doing all the other things, but it's like in so many aspects I am gonna be a late bloomer. Like I told y'all in my last video, I just took my first trip with a man this year. Well, last year. Me and mama ain't talk about that, honey. We ain't talk about what that spend a night supposed to be like, okay, because I wasn't doing no spend a night, okay? I had sleep apnea. That was another reason I couldn't do no spend a night, because baby, I ain't bringing my CPAP over here, and that's embarrassing. I remember like a couple of hoes literally was like, it's okay if you snore. How you know I snore? I ain't even came over yet, and you already know that I'm gonna be calling the dogs home. I'm so happy that apnea gone, honey. I might get my nose pierced. That's the only thing that was holding me back, is because I had the nasal plugs. I couldn't do that over the head thing. I felt like somebody was trying to cut off my supply. I do sometimes hate that a part of this journey, it comes across as braggadocious, and that's just never ever my intent. I'm just not that kind of person. I'm not a braggy person in general. I feel like God gives, God taketh away. But it's like, I am genuinely so thankful for even the small things. Just like being able to tie my shoe, you know what I mean? Putting on lotion is so different. The way my pedicures last so much longer. Like, child, I was getting them $100 a month pedicures, and not even $100 a month, because I was getting them twice a month. So $200 a month on pedicures. And when I say my feet look like I used to go do the heel toe on the sidewalk every day before school and every day after, barefoot. I try to be candid about this shit, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and not just hype up how everything is better. Some things are definitely hard. Some things are definitely hard getting adjusted to. Constantly having to order clothes, baby. I'm gonna go broke if I have to keep ordering these clothes. It's at a point now where I just order based on my need. I just hit Fashion Nova up about a week before, just in case, and if I gotta go add something to it in person, I'ma add to it. It's a new one, so I know this bitch about to blast. Even though this journey has been so freaking hard and I'm learning about myself, I feel like my emotions and hormones are out of whack, having y'all has made this so much better. Being able to just have instant community and bond over something that we've all done so traumatic to ourselves, to be able to live the life we always deserved. I just appreciate y'all. I feel so less lonely on this journey, and not just the journey of weight loss surgery, but the journey of life. I'm so thankful and so privileged to have y'all. And my biggest fear is that people feel like I built my platform on the backs of this community, and then I go to betray or to disown or to speak down on this community that has done so much for me. So if I have ever, and God forbid, if I do ever, literally God forbid, forbid it God, call me in. If you've ever felt like content I've made portrays that, call me in. I'm willing to listen. Call me in with love, because y'all know I don't play about me. So talk to me nice. Well, not at all. I just appreciate y'all so much for walking with your girl on my journey. and so many of y'all for including me in yours. I appreciate those messages the most. Like I said, my goal is to not push weight loss surgery. It's not to tell you that you have to lose weight. It's a matter of showing you what can happen if you do choose to make certain decisions, whether it's weight loss surgery or just lifestyle changes. Nonetheless, I hope you enjoyed this girl chat and I didn't look like Casper the Friendly Ghost, because even though I did, y'all gonna get this because we just sat here and talk. Y'all know to make a tea. Here's the final face, honey. I'll throw the final look on the outro. Y'all know what to do. Until next time, honey. Bye.
Look me in my eyes when you speak to me. Real boss bitch, got my own shit. Love a nigga dick, but that's about it. Brown skin honey, reppin' murder mid. Fam on my back, I ain't losing for shit. First, not the last, to be this lit. Fuck the moolah, if it can't be split. Next up, get used to it. When you hear brown honey, you know it's me, bitch.